What's up, guys? It's Friday, March 29th, 2024. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 836,868. TikTok next block. I could have went a number of ways with this video. I was thinking about what I wanted to say. This car's about to hit me. And I decided to go ahead and do another FOMO Friday, as you can see from the title. And this one's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to put a little bit of emphasis on a couple of things. I need you guys to understand something. I'm screaming from the rooftops here, man. I'm telling everybody I can about Bitcoin. You are in a incredible situation, an incredible opportunity. And some of you realize it, some of you don't. You're still stuck on your precious metals. You're still stuck on the FUD, fear and doubt about Bitcoin. You haven't put in the work. I'm not telling anybody on this channel how to spend their money, right? Because money is energy and energy is life. I'm not telling you to do that. All I'm asking you to do, and I'm gonna keep repeating myself over and over again, guys, listen to me, listen to me. You have to take a look at Bitcoin. You gotta study it, guys. I mean, you just have to. We are in a world today that is so much different. I was just talking to somebody about it. You know, the technology is crazy. I was talking to somebody on FaceTime on a video call. They needed somebody else's number. I sent it to them. They copied and pasted it. Just pressed the button, sent it over, and you couldn't do that 20 years ago. Imagine what the world's going to, and that's just a small example of me. I'm just turning this phone on. I hit the record button, and then I hit another button, and then you guys get to see me. And people can be seen anywhere, anytime, worldwide. The technology is insane, and what it's going to be in 20 years is crazy. And again, I'm not saying the central bank digital currencies are going to come tomorrow. I don't know if they're going to come in 5 years. They may not come at all. I don't know. But the probabilities say they are. But one thing I do know for a fact is that the fiat currency is going to die. The United States dollar, just like every other fiat currency, will die. And also, every single dollar in your pocket and every single US dollar you have is losing purchasing power every single minute of the day. Those are just virtually guaranteed. And the antithesis, or the opposite of that, is Bitcoin. It's Satoshi's. Bitcoin goes the exact opposite way. It was designed to fight against inflation. It was designed to be scarce. It was designed to be absolutely finite. It's the only money ever. And again, when you're comparing gold and silver, precious metals, whatever, and you compare it to fiat currency, of course it beats it hands down. I mean, gold is much better than fiat currency, but it can't do anything to Bitcoin. I'm reading a book now called Broken Money by Lynn Alden, and it's not a Bitcoin book. It's not a gold book. It just talks about money, and it talks about the old monies in the past, and how we use it and things like that. Because money is like a unit of account, or a ledger, store of value, medium of exchange. It's got to be portable and things like that. And the reason why they use a certain amount of, or certain kind of shells or beads or whatever they used, or wampums, is because they were portable. They were rare. You can move them around, like I said, portability. And you would have people wearing a bunch of them around their necks and their hair and around their ankles, around their wrists and things like that. And the reason they did that is because they stored up a lot of energy. They stored up a lot of favors, and they brought a lot of value to the world. And that's how they showed it. And, obviously back then, technology is not the way it is today. No electricity or something like this. This is 75,000 years ago. Long time ago. And even then, you always have to have some kind of quote unquote currency or money or whatever you want to call it. It's just an exchange of favors, exchanges of value. And and you think where we're at today, this is the first money we've ever had I'm talking about the fiat currency, the US dollar or any other fiat currency. This is the first time we've ever had a money that we didn't choose. And the only reason fiat currency is here is because what? Gold is portable, but it's not as portable and it's not as, you know, easy to carry around, I guess. Same as portable as fiat currency. And so we trusted human beings to not debase those debt notes that were backed by gold. And these people failed us over and over and over again. And so Satoshi Nakamoto came out with this incredible system that, again, some of you understand and some of you have not even looked at it. You're still stuck on your gold. But he came to the conclusion that our money is broken and we need to create a system that doesn't depend on human beings, you know, trusting them, right? It's a trustless system. There are no rulers, just rules. And that's powerful, guys. It's powerful. And when you understand this thing, sometimes I'm just sitting here and I just cannot believe the opportunity I have. Where you're sitting at today, this is like the early stages of the internet, the early stages of Netflix. I was watching Swan Bitcoin's video. Maybe I'll leave a link to it. I think it was yesterday's video. And Dante was talking about, the black dude that does the videos every day. He was talking about Netflix and Blockbuster. And Blockbuster was this big, gigantic billion-dollar company. And Netflix was just a small multi-million-dollar company. And Netflix wanted to work with Blockbuster. And Blockbuster, I think, had 9,000 stores. And I think Netflix had like 300-something employees. And they said, well, look, we can take care of the digital department. And, you know, this is what we think we can do. And this is what we're worth. And this is, you know, before digital was really hitting. And Blockbuster pretty much were arrogant. And they laughed him out of the room. They just laughed him out of the room. And you know what happened later. Blockbuster doesn't exist. And even though Netflix is woke or whatever it is, it just completely took over what Blockbuster used to be and much more. And that story just happens over and over and over again. One close to me, to my heart, I'm from Rochester, New York, is Kodak. I never, in my wildest dreams, my grandmother retired from Kodak, I would ever think, if you'd told me back in the 80s that Kodak was gonna be no more and shut down, I would have never believed that. Xerox, all these huge companies that didn't adapt, you know, and I don't want you guys to be like that. I don't want you to not understand the changing of the guard. And this is a major changing of the guard. I think this is bigger. This will be the biggest thing since the internet. Bigger than Netflix, bigger than everything I just said, Kodak, Xerox, all that stuff. And the only reason I say the internet is bigger is because Bitcoin sits on top of the internet. Without the internet, we wouldn't have Bitcoin. My God, man. If you, I gotta save that for Satoshi Saturday, but there's gonna be a world today, just like in Netflix, when back then, when Netflix was talking about the digital world and Blockbuster, like, what are you talking about? You couldn't even imagine today watching videos without streaming and being digital. You just couldn't imagine. It's going to be the exact same thing in the future with money. There will be no cash, guys. Nobody's going to be using cash. And nobody is going to be using gold. We're not going to go backwards, okay? We're not. We're going to have a digital money. And people are going to laugh at this 50 years, 100 years from now, that we actually trusted people with our money and our energy and the Fed and all this other crazy stuff. This is going to be the most fairest money in the world, Bitcoin, and people are just waking up to it. And if you take your time to understand it, and most of you won't, the people that are not already doing it, I'm not talking about you guys are already doing it. I'm talking about the people that are not. And I hope I'm wrong when I say that. You know, some of you guys are still here from my old precious metal videos and you like what I say because, you know, you're sticking with me and you like when I talk about freedom and the country and hard money and how fiat currency's dead and stuff like that. But this Bitcoin thing is the only thing you just can't get with it. You just can't get with it, no matter what I say. You're doing yourself and your family a disservice. And I'm saying that I'm saying that the most humble way I can without sounding like I just know and I know the future and facts, and it just is a factual thing. But to me, that's where my conviction is at, because I put the work in. I put in a few thousand hours of work. I don't know how many. I don't know if I'm at my 10,000 yet. I don't think so. But they say if you do 10,000 hours or something, you do it. But even before I got into Bitcoin, I did thousands of hours of learning about money. Even before I got into gold and silver, I did thousands of hours about learning about money and how it works and what happens and things like that. So that's part of the equation. It ain't just learning about Bitcoin. When I say studying Bitcoin, a lot of you guys are always, you know, almost pretty much 25% away there. As far as how the money's broken and you know it. Now it's understanding and learning Bitcoin. If you take that leap of faith and just start reading books like Broken Money, even though it's not about Bitcoin, it is about Bitcoin. And just go down the list of my videos, channels I was talking about, and also go down the list of books I got down there. But just go to Google and type in Bitcoin books, type in Bitcoin in YouTube, type in Bitcoin podcasts, and learn, man, and learn. And then whatever level you get up to, buy that level. Buy it, and don't buy any more or any less. And buy it and hold it for at least a 4-year cycle, 210,000 blocks. This is a Friday FOMO video, fear of missing out, because I don't want you to miss out. And I am trying to FOMO you right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm not gonna blow any smoke up your you know what. And I'm never gonna tell you a lie. I'll never tell you a lie. And my God, man, this little window of time that we have. I don't know how much time we have left. I don't know. But as far as little time in the big picture, maybe not in our lifetime. It might take another 5 or 6 years. I don't know how long I'll be making these videos for. But here's what I do know. Once adoption comes, what I know is regret weighs a lot. I think it was Brian Tracy that said, or Jim Rohn said, self-discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. It takes a lot of discipline to start learning about a technology and something that 99% or more people are not paying attention to. It takes discipline to do that. It takes discipline to sit down and be different than everybody else and stuff. I'm the outlier, man, and I'm going to be looked at, if I'm right, I'm going to be looked at as one of the lucky ones, or one of the heroes, or one of the whatever they're going to call me. And you guys are too that are already doing it. But I missed out on a lot of things. I missed out on the internet. I missed on the .com bubble. I missed out on Amazon. I missed out on all that stuff because I just didn't have that forward thinking. But now God put me in a position where right at the time when 2020 happened, I was learning all this stuff about money and how the broken system was happening. And then I got into gold and silver, and then that led me down to the path of Bitcoin. And when it did that, you know, it took a hold of me, and I was fighting it a little bit because I had my silver. Every time I record a video, it wants to be windy. I had my silver, and I fought against it, but I had to put my biases away, and I had to look at things objectively, and I had to look and see what my future is going to be like if I decided to keep silver, only get a little bit of Bitcoin. And I decided to sell all that stuff. And I don't regret it one bit. I don't. So again, I'm not giving you any financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do. But I will tell you guys, do not miss out. Do not miss out on this opportunity, because it only comes once. It'll only come once. And this is not a once in a generation. This is not a once in a generation opportunity. This is not a once in a century opportunity, I don't think. I think this is a once in a species opportunity. I believe that. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And again, guys, you work your tails off for your money, and you work for it so hard. You're putting everything you can into it. And since you're doing that, I want you to put something into something else. I want you to put the time and effort into studying. Study. And what am I talking about? You guys already know. It's the best way to save. And for me, the only way to save. And that's Bitcoin. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.